Well, hello everyone and welcome yourselves back on into Kaiserpunk, the Brits, where we're going to take over, guys. Welcome yourselves in. Now, all I have done is shuffled over a couple of these manufacturer houses, so I've got a little bit more room to work with for when I can get the fire station in. I was thinking about chucking one in at some point, and it might make sense to squeeze one in here, and then I can build the houses up that way a little bit, so I do need to plan it out a little bit more. Welcome yourselves in though, guys. We have a bit to do today, and I'll just show you the resources and everything that's going on, but we do have the ability to do a bit of trade. And honestly, what I want to do is come into the details of this Russian-Alaskan movement and show you a little bit of the trade deals we can do here. So I'm actually tempted to send out a little bit of steel, not loads. I'm going to do 50 steel for, let's get rid of that. I was hoping to get some ale actually, see if we can get some. I don't know if they have any. It looks like you can get a fair bit for the steel, so the green disappears when you can't. So we're going to try this out and try and build a bit of happiness with these guys. So we're going to negotiate that for 5, sign the deal. Cool. So we'll see what happens. Looks like trade deal plus 1% per day. We'll see what happens. I have no idea, so we're having a feel for how that kind of works. But welcome yourselves back in. Let's get stuck in with what we want to do. So we have some unhappy manufacturers' houses now, and if we look, that's why I was getting the ale. So ale is one thing they need, gramophones is another, and radios are another. And then inside of luxury they need bread, fish, and meat. So I think food might be one to work on. Now, I'm not sure when we get the fishery. Agriculture 3. And actually, did you know you can also trade in agriculture as well? If we just open, you can do science deal. So I can trade transport for agriculture here, which I'm also going to try and do. So I think that's the most we can get. We'll get 64 points for 70 of our transport. We get a lot of transport ones. We've got 1,325 in here. And I'll just show you on the world map what this is kind of doing. And I love the music right now. It's proper bopping. So if we come in here, look, we have a daily technological plus 10 living per day that accrues here based on what we selected down here. And each region has their own little one. So you've got morale. In that one, you've got agriculture with Carpathia, so quite good. These are all minor settlements. You want to go for the major ones, obviously the ones down the side. We've only officially met this one, so it's all about the deals there. But yeah, back here we are also going to open up. So in stock, you can see we need another veg field, some more clothes, and some newspapers. But I have just built these and upgraded them, so we are slowly but surely going to be working on them. And I've just got an achievement. Establish a direct resource transport link between 2 buildings. And actually their morale should go up a little bit based on getting a bit of bread in. So we'll keep an eye, and it will slowly go up actually, because we are baking bread over here. So I can probably, well, can't get upgrades there. And I was having a little look through the menus to see if there was anything crazy. But money-wise, we are 8.8k surplus there. We've got plenty of labourers in. And manufacturers are still coming in as well. We are on September 27th of 1919, so all is okay. Just like I said, going to be keeping an eye on this. So that one's leveled out now. So vegetables, not quite leveled out yet. Very tempted to get another depot over here, though. Just stick another one in. And then I'm going to build out some more roads here. And I'm going to start upgrading and putting them in like this. So we've got a bit of space. And obviously I'm keeping this for potentially other little bits that might need to be done over here as well, but we might need to change that. Again, we can decorate it, so there is parts of that as well, but main farming is going to be in here for now anyway. So let's get a road around this as well. I think that's absolutely fine. I could make more room by tucking it in tight to this one, to be fair, which I probably will do. There we go. So I might start just tucking in tight, and then I can tuck in another farm in there. But yeah, as I say, I'm keeping a close eye on what it's doing. So I think we do need another one in, which is absolutely fine. We can go veggie. We'll get this flipped, and I think right here is just fine. So we'll get that one going. Hopefully transport is okay. Does seem to be fine. So for now, we're all good. We are getting into a little bit of fire risk now. People's luxuries are low. Army unit finished training. So I'm going to go hopefully for another one. We can add upgrades over here as well. So faster region upgrade construction in this region. All close range damage taken in this region is halved. That's actually a really good upgrade. So it uses 75 ammunition, 75 food rations. Takes a day and a half. We're deploying them to this region though, so we'll have these 2 units out on the field as well. So always good. So I think it's time we continue to establish a few of these. So we've got iron, coal. So the next is zinc. We've got copper as well. So zinc and gravel are the only 2 we need. So we come into mining. We have the planks right now. I'm going to let it play nice and slowly anyway to keep it going. But we're going to come through. We're going to go zinc, and then we're going to find where our closest one is. I have a feeling, yeah, we're going to have to potentially build a bridge for these guys. That's okay, though. It looks like, oh, they're right next to each other at least, so that's always good. We're going to pop one here. And did I see, is that gravel? Where's the gravel? Which one's clay? Is all the way up there. There's a gravel pit right here as well. So the good news is I should be able to connect these guys at least up here. Get a depot. We also have the warehouse unlocked now. We'll get the depot here to cover these. And then we'll connect these guys back. So this is going to be a pretty expensive bridge. Okay, that's good. That only costs the plywood. So that is possible. 107. There's an upkeep of 264 per day if we bring the bridge this way, which is fine. And then we connect all the way in as well. So I will speed it up, and I'm going to get these. Plywood won't take long. We're getting quite a lot of it anyway. So I'll just smash through this and get these guys set up. So that's all of our last basic mine productions that we need, other than clay, which we'll need to get bricks set up as well. But I think that's absolutely fine. And our army has officially deployed now as well. It's about to be here. Garrison has been built as well. Let's go. Boom. We have the bridge. So I'm just going to slow it down now. And just going to come out of that one. Let's just come back over here. So I think these should officially be mining now. They are. So we'll have some gravel coming in. We'll also have some zinc coming in. So perfect. We have all of the basic resources. So we're just going to come back over here now. And we're going to come in and just double check resource-wise. So we have a negative steel now, but we are trading it. We've got plenty in stock, so it's not one that I need to worry about right now. The main thing here is going to be these clothes. So we're producing 5, but we're using 9. So this is important that we make sure these guys are happy, right? Clothier, though, we are waiting to get the upgrade, but I'm thinking we get another one in. So if I look at the weaver stats, we've got plenty of cotton, so we've got double that one. And cellulose we're fine on. Cloth, 17. So we can get another one in. Absolutely fine. I am obviously learning the chains as well, but we'll go with a straight copy, which is 50 planks as well, which we'll get in a moment. So just keep an eye on that. All in all, though, we're looking pretty good. What is this building here? One we can rebuild. Looks like some kind of little farm of some kind. I'm not too sure. We'll have a look in a moment, though. I think we're about to get the planks in. And what I did do is upgrade some of these. What do we have? Insufficient electricity. Substations in the vicinity cannot supply. Build an additional one. I think they can only supply 70 output. Okay, so we need another substation as well. And what I will do is get this substation over here. That should fix that problem right there. Oh, that's our other... Is that our other clothier? It is. There we go. That was the problem. I knew I built it. So we've got these substations max out at 70 power that they can output, which is absolutely fine. So another one in. We should have the extra clothing coming in, which will fix that problem. So we're all good. People's needs are low. We definitely want to keep an eye on that. And I think it's these guys. I think laborers, we need more bread. So if we come into the flour mill, looks absolutely fine. I think the bakery, though, is there anything we can do for you yet? Not quite. So we might just need straight another bakery. Let's check in on the flour produced here. 8 and 3. Okay. And what about the bread then? There we go. It's because I had in stock selected. So we need bread. Minus 12. So I think we need an upgrade on this plus one more baker. If I just grab you in then. And honestly, we'll go right here. Like I said before, all of this can be upgraded. Oh, we might move that. Just because of the depot, actually. Is that right? Yeah, I think so. Let's go over here. Hopefully the depot can reach. Although, I think, if I remember correctly, it can reach there, so it should have been fine. These only produce 8, so that's 16. What were we down by? We were down by a 13, so we actually need another one. So I'm going to go, and obviously we can upgrade these, but once we get the 40 plywood, I'm going to get one of these in. And next baker there, so we should be all good. We've got the upgraded roads, so they should be a little bit quicker here. And then that should sort that one out. So I'm going to slowly just work up all of these ones. So coal now is in a negative. I think we just fixed the bread. Iron, newspapers, and steel. Steel I'm not concerned about. We got a huge surplus of that, but coal is going to be the problem. So our coal mine is actually over here, and I do believe we can get the upgrades on this one. So we'll get another mine shaft on this as well, which will give us an extra 20%. I received word that your shipment has arrived. Perfect. Okay. And Russian-Alaskan movement are going to enjoy us, actually. That's really good. So we can keep the happiness going. So we'll get that one in there. We'll probably need the second coal mine. If we look, we've slightly increased with this now with an extra %, which is good. I'm going to keep a close eye on the scores here. So conquest here. Emperor, oh my word. The Zulu Empire with the domination points are insanely high. We're doing okay on diplomacy, though, and we're low on technology. So, obviously, we are playing slow. We can snowball it later. I do want to get a second coal mine, though, if possible. We're quite unfortunate that it's really far away, so we'll have to supply the next lot of stuff. But we do have 2 more on the map. Very far away. Holy crap, man. How will we be able to build through... Good news is these 2 are next to each other, so we can keep that in mind. I think what we do in the meantime is get the road set up from over here. That coal, actually. That's iron. Iron. We've got a lot more mines over this way, so yeah, I'm just going to bring it from here, I think. See how far we can go. The upkeep is quite a bit. We earn quite a lot of money. Oh. The ore we manage to extract will help us in the long run. With technological advancements, we'll be able to build more complex mines and extract even more valuable resources, Governor. Our stock is brimming with ore. Now we need to do something with it. Okay. Produce brass. Yeah, that's fine. We're doing steel at the moment anyway. We're ahead of the curve, so that's fine. Again, just want to bring this road this way. So I'm just going to slowly but surely attach these in. I'm not sure if I can go over those at all, actually. I might need to go round, completely round this. Wow, I don't think we can get to this then. So I'll just stop that right now. We're going to need another bridge, but the bridge should be pretty short this time. Okay, we'll get some bricks from salvaging anyway. That's going to be where we get the next lot of coal from. Let's just have a look over everyone here. So bread should be going up now, labor needs and stuff. We have a fire risk as well, so I am going to commit to one of those in a moment. And if we just look down in here... Sorry, public services here, it's 60 plywood. I'm going to go ahead and get this in. And they have a need for it anyway, so I am going to put it right on this corner. I think that reaches everything. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. That does reach everywhere. So if I go there, and then we need power substation. And that's probably going to be most of our power gone. No, we have a little bit. So we have officially got a fire station now, which should reduce the fire risk. And they can go out and put fires out as well, which is really cool. Should we take a look at that building? Watch them moving around. Now, I have asked for a hide UI button as well. I think we need it. 5th Division Fire Station. Looks really cool, though. Graphics are nice on each building, aren't they? Okay, look at this. So we have our units deployed on the map now. This is their stats. You can officially attack stuff if you wanted to. I think we can pull back out. What do we have? It's pretty equal. Just going to say no for now. I don't want to fight that until we've deployed another. So I think the main thing is to get out more training. Problem we have is the pistols. So we're going to need to make sure... Well, we've got the steel. And then the factory is making food rations. So I'm going to change that. The pistols. That was what I did wrong. I need to change. I forgot to change it. So we're going to get handguns on the go now. So this one should start producing those once we get the steel and wood in, and then we should be good. So we were making a hell of a lot of food rations. We're at 268 food rations. Not something we need anymore. So that's good. And we'll get that one set off and ready to go as well. And then we'll just work on more happiness across the board, which is obviously resources. So flour now. Food rations, we got a good surplus, so I don't need to make any more of those. Then it's iron and newspapers. Again, I want to get some more iron mines in, which there's some over here, but I think I might be able to upgrade this one first with one more. If we get another mine shaft in there, we can get another 20%. And then over here, I can sort the rest. All right, so I have just stocked up the newspapers now. I just want to show you my stock right now. So you'll see radios are a requirement, obviously, for our new people. Meat, fish, lumber we will need to get on top of, but that's fine. We're working on that anyway. So I am going to go ahead. You can flip these essentially to do different types. See the lumber there? So we need to get another one of these down and get in. So we're going to copy one of these and just put it here for a moment. Oh, I just need to play. We're just short on the plywood, but I'm going to switch one of these to lumber. It's well within range anyway. What I'll do actually is put the lumber ones down this way. You'll see I've put a new newspaper factory down there as well. So just slowly building things up to try and snowball it a little bit. I've also set up one more coal mine. Not a lot we can do about it at the moment. But you'll see this weird key that I've started to build here as well, just so I can build out that way. Looks like trade with local smuggler has finalised as well. We've discovered South Australia. Just going to grab that one in. Don't want to copy. And you are going to be doing lumber. So if we look at our trade, we're still running the wood for pistols. So we're trying to buy them in. I'm just keeping a close eye on them. We are creating them now. And over in our... Not here. In here, you'll see there's 30 of 50 handguns now. So we've almost got a third squad out. So we'll be able to do our first attack really soon, hopefully. So we'll see. I'm going to keep trading with that anyway. And then one thing I do need to keep a close eye on is the amount of wood we're going to use. We've got a nice big surplus though. So I think we sort out the lumber, then we work on some of these. So fish, food rations I don't need to worry about. So fish and meat I think are the main two foods those guys want. So we're all good. I'm going to keep the lumber going as is for now. That one there, like I say, I could probably get the upgrades on actually. It's probably worth doing. So we'll start producing a bunch of that because that's what's needed for all our stuff. Money-wise, okay again. I did build in a couple more houses you'll see just here as well. So we're all good over here. And then, yeah, like I say, meat and fish. So we can come into cultivation. We are able to get fish in now. So just wondering where to kind of put it. I feel like over here makes a lot of sense. So 10 brick though. After I put this fishery in, I am going to need to set up a production chain of bricks, I think, which is obviously going to be clay and some kind of production chain after that as well. So I'll open that one up and get it in. Okay, fishery is done. Let's get a cheeky little road up to there. Actually, this is all wrong. Let's do that. And then I'm just going to destroy out that guy there. Cool. So, yeah, nice fishery in there. We're going to need a depot over this way as well. So, I think here is just fine. That covers if we're going to have the other fishery kind of areas as well. So, we'll zoom that through so I can get that in quickly. I'm going to run out of labourers as well, so I'm also going to need some more houses. And I think I'm going to up my plywood even further because the production is pretty low and it does hinder us constantly. So I think we do want to get another one of these as well, which is obviously going to cost plywood. I can trade some in, to be fair, which, I don't know, there's no one. So what I'm going to do is remove that one. I think I might just put in every so often a bit of a plywood purchase. Not loads, just a little bit of a buffer here. So let's go with like, I don't know, 25 so they get some in. I'm going to copy another one of these momentarily as well. We do need a fire station over here at some point. But I will be getting one in. And there we go. Right, I think we've... Good news is I think we have 7 spare to get 1 upgrade in as well. So we'll get just a bit more plywood going. And we're still going to be okay on the wood, I think. So it's down to 37. We are still selling some of that as well. Steel is incredible right now. So we probably want to go through some production chains of steel. But I think we also sell off a bit of that for now. So I think this means, so we don't want to buy it, but what you want to do is sell until you get to the certain amount based on what they can carry. So what that means is, well, essentially top up. I get it now. It's like how they are in their other games. They're going to buy until 60 is reached. With steel, we're going to want to go sell. I don't know, 450. Let's try sell until 450. So that should only sell that resource to 450. So if you have both selected, it'll always try and top up to that amount, if that makes sense. And then what we'll do is get in one more high rise. Pretty sure these guys are good and covered. So we'll get some immigration for that one. It is slowly but surely building up. I'm taking my time, my absolute time, to make sure I get it right, you know. But yeah, I think we have our fish requirement now, which in turn will increase this. So it's 77% on our labourers. And then our manufacturers are only on 38. So the next one is going to be meat, which we can get the ranch in. And obviously, what better place than in this gap right here. And there we go. I did a diplomatic note with the Russian-Alaskan movement. I am going to continue to keep trying to trade with them really basic stuff as well to get in what we need. We still have plenty of room to keep moving this up, but there's the ranch here. Look at that. We've got pigs, cows, sheep. Guy pushing a barrel there, which is really cool. Only thing missing is me being able to walk around, you know. The city itself is growing rapidly. Yeah, what I'm doing is going into this guy every time, just kind of doing some deals. So I'm constantly trading transport. I was going for agriculture, but I might go in for like military or something now so we can unlock some of the better stuff. Maybe manufacturing. So if I zero this one out, we'll turn up manufacturing until it says no. There we go, 83 for 90 of our transport. We'll sign that deal. So I'm going to keep doing it, is building our relationship with these guys so we won't necessarily have to go to war, because I really, yeah, first run. I'm not in a place to do that. At the moment, though, diplomatic, we're doing quite well considering we have a negative diplomatic thing. We're really low on this one because we haven't obviously taken over anything. And scientific supremacy is really low. But we are building slow. It's all down to the speed in which we're building. So I just need to bump up my plywood like I said. So I'm going to continue to do so. So I'm going to get even more. And then in these, I am going to keep getting the upgrades in as well when we've got them in. I'd recommend probably doing more than I did then. So just get like 5 of those straight away. And then you can build a lot quicker. Now I'm going to just show you the other tabs here. Just make sure we've got, not game menu, make sure we've got the housing here. Don't think we have enough room. Oh, we do. So we just got to wait for some of the immigration to actually come in. And I think we only get a little bit of interest. So we'll have that bumping up eventually as well. Money's still fine. And yeah, we'll probably want to produce brass at some point. So in order to do that, we'd open this chain. So at the moment, we just need, I think we've got one smelter. We just need another one. And what I'll do is keep them over here so I know where they are. So we'll just wait for the planks. I'm going to start producing brass here. So that's copper and zinc, actually. Should be pretty straightforward to do that one. And then what I'll do, you come in here. We're going to go brass. So copper and zinc, we'll start using some of that up and make that. So just go with this one. We've produced, obviously, plenty of steel, and we're selling some off. I think we should now be training. Yeah, we have our 3 units. Look at this. If I come out here now, you see we've got 28 handguns. So I'm going to leave that one to keep producing. Or do I grab another one? But we are able to get like infantry tanks and stuff now if we had the resources. Field guns are pretty cool. So I definitely want to get a bit of an army before we start going. But I am going to hit deploy. So we've got those guys out on the field anyway. Again, what do these guys have? There's no defenses over here. So I am probably going to go ahead and hit this one. Oh, we're going to wait for our other unit to deploy. Sorry. We're going to wait for that one to finish deploying. And then we're going to go in. Yeah, 17 hours. Cool. And we'll wait for that brass to come in. And then in the meantime, obviously, we'll just keep going with our production chains here. So food rations. Yep, we'll sort gramophone, radio, and ale. So I'm going to open ale and see if we can automatically produce this yet. So we need to get up our development points in that tree. So if we come into research here, it's actually the morale. I think we get brewery at level 2, so we just need to, I think I can trade some of those then. It might be what we trade for. And I'm wondering if we can grab for some steel. Be a bit cheeky here. I can just keep grabbing ale from them for now. I think if we just bulk up our ale just to keep us good for now with a bit of this steel. So what I'll try and do is go for enough for 150 ale. And we have plenty of steel to sign. This will get our diplomacy up with these guys as well. Obviously, the military one here, you can trade like stuff out for different weapons as well. What I do kind of want is field guns. I wonder how many field guns we can get. It's going to cost us a fortune, isn't it? Yeah, field guns are expensive. So I'll leave that one for now. Just go with that. All right, now the ranch and stuff is in. Should we take a look then? I think food-wise, we're all good with just those guys, aren't we? We've got a +4 there. So I do want to try and build up some kind of surplus on the resources before we move on as well, because it's always handy, right? I think coal, as you can see there, does need to improve. So I think we want to go down bricks production chain. So what I'm going to do is get this in. So we've got clay pit that we can do. Beautiful. Again, though, is there one... If I come in, is there one across the river? That would be fantastic. There's one... I think there is. So yeah, it's going to be much safer if we do the clay over here for now. So I'm just going to run this one here, I think. Although... Yeah, they're quite high up. So we'll go with this one because it is our side of the river. And then what I'll do is get, obviously, the depot. But I'm just going to quickly grab the other side of it, which is going to be coal mine we've already got. And then brickwork. So we're going to need to use some of the coal in order to make our bricks. That's plywood. So I'm going to go into planning mode. And we're going to get one of you over here. I'm going to come out of planning mode now and get these guys set up for a depot. So I'm just going to squeeze you there. And hopefully I can just tuck this in with our other one. Which way can I go? I think coming down this way is going to be the most sensible. Oh, things seem good for now. Keep in mind that a lot of resources can be refined. Yep. This is going to take us into our next one. Produce clay. Oh, it's like a great minds think alike. So in order to get our bricks, we're just going to have to do breaking down of resources for now. I'm just going to tuck that all the way into there. So we've got a connection. We can start getting that one up once I think we've got enough to build that actually. Yep. Let's build bricks. So we're going to need more coal. Don't know. I think we've pretty much maxed these out, haven't we? So we can't get any more of those in. We just need the next coal mine. So I think the main thing then, anywhere where there's bricks here, we're going to try and break down. But we don't have the labourers. Oh, yeah. Let's get a few more houses in. Let's get another high-rise. Oh, okay. I need bricks, which are going to need to be broken down from here. So what I'm going to do is pause both of these operations here and pause you. So we've got a surplus. I should have then enough labourers to break down some stuff. So we're looking for the ones with bricks in. You. Nothing in there. How many labourers does that need then? 5. I think the basic houses will get us some more in before I go into the high rises then. That's fine. Let's just get in a couple of these. And a little bit of a road. That should give us what we need. Okay, should be able to break this down with that one then. So, where was it? That one there. That will give us 7 bricks. Let's also break down you for the ammunition and stuff. Yeah, I probably just need to check all of the ones on the maps for which one's going to get... Yeah, 30 bricks there. How many labourers do we need? 10. Perfect. That one's next. Boom. And then I should be able to turn those other ones on. So, all of these, again... No, that's just wood. This one here is only 5. There we go. Boom. So I'm just going to break all of those down. That's going to be how we buffer our bricks here to get everything we need. And then I should be able to get this one done. So at the moment, that's iron, isn't it? The coal mine, well, they're over here. So pretty sure this is the only place it is. So if I'm going to build, it has to be this way. We've got a bridge ready over here, which does bring us in. But then we need to get another bridge across here, which costs brick. Now, if I do it in this one... Is it the same? That's not. There we go. We can go with this one, and then we'll upgrade to the other one afterwards. So I think that covers us for everything we need. So if I bring that one in there, it's always a little bit laggy when you go into the bridges. And we come into there. I should now be able to get a depot in, and we'll have everything we need for these guys. Now what I'm going to do is put the depot here once we've got enough. Let's get the road going. Just so I can get them both covered. So we'll have the extra coal mine here. That should be enough for what we need, right? Cool. There we go. Depot in. So that should be now give us the little bit extra coal that we need. It's going to be a permanent balancing act with all of these. But actually, we're good. The rest are just missing items from happiness related stuff here. But they're going up. They're on 55, so they're pretty happy. So as the labourers come in, I should be able to increase these guys. So I think for the time being, we'll just, rather than trying to get more in, although as we get bricks in, it would be nice to get the high rises. Just a lot easier, isn't it? So let's get that in. I probably should have treated it like Anno, get brick production in a little bit quicker. So we're breaking some down now. That's good. Get the labourers in. Hopefully I can start the clay. That is 40 labourers. So we'll just hit that so I know what I'm working with. And then I'm actually going to go for another high rise. And then we'll reassess our needs here. Although... You know what? No, I won't. I'm just going to do a couple of smaller ones just to fit in with this. That should be fine. And that gives us a good amount of labourers. Then we need how many for the clay? Where's it gone? We need 40 for this one. We have 21. So we'll get a basic production going. What does that need? Power and water. So we'll need substation plus thingy over here. Plus water tower. So we'll need water tower. Which makes a lot of sense. Then we'll need substation. Go there. then we'll need actual power. I'm also going to build a little bit of a wind farm this way. I'm going to get 2 in as well, so we've just got a nice thingy of power. There we go. So this should be good once it gets its clay in, and we can start producing that. So we're already -5. We're looking good on the trees here. They are increasing. Look at this, man. Scientific, we are so far behind. Diplomacy, though, we are doing okay. Domination, okay. Right, it's time to go out on the world map now. We are going to attack. So we are the stronger force, so I'm going to give this. It's really basic fighting. You'll see them come out and just hit each other. May the best man win. Looks like we will win this one. Defeat? Really? Okay. Oh, failed to conquer the region, but it looks like we did win. So when we attack again, makes a lot of sense. I can actually deploy another one as well. We have increased infantry on ours as well, so we probably do want to do that. I'm just going to break down these buildings. So if we come back across now to our production over here, I'm just going to slow it down. I think what I'll do... Does it use labourers every time I go into this, though? Actually, we do need to be careful. Going up enough. I'm going to grab a 4th unit here. We'll queue that one up and just use the handguns. And then I need to keep a close eye on the foods now. So all of these are going to go in bad. So bread, clothes, food rations. No, bread, clothes, and steels because we sold a bunch. So don't worry about that. Look, we have 1.4k. Papers are on the brink as well. So let's start with bread and clothes. So we'll just keep expanding those out. I probably want to up my production of those as well, to be fair. I think I can now put in the upgrades, which is going to help quite a bit. So we'll get those 3 in. And I'll keep getting the upgrades. That wood has helped massively. So I'm just going to triple upgrade these with the extra 60%. And I'll probably get 1 more in. Just so we're covered. We have enough grain, hopefully. You know what I have been neglecting is the upgrades in here. So we may as well spend the resources on that one too. So grain-wise, though, we should be okay. Yeah, grain as a chain looks okay. I need to figure out the actual ratios to make things a lot easier. Flowers in a surplus, we're good there. So just clothing, I think as long as clothes are 14 and cotton is okay, isn't it? Cotton's a 5, good. So clothier will just need straight 3rd clothier, I think. So we'll get you in there when we've got enough. There we go. So clothing and bread now should be all good by a considerable amount. Clothing will tick in a moment, and hopefully I'll get enough points to be able to grab these in soon with the upgrades as well. So manufacturing 5, if we come in, we're quite far away to get to that one actually, so we'll keep trying to spam these out. I just want to point out we do have brick production in right now. I'm not sure why this isn't kicking in, but we are definitely producing it. So we have 100% across the board here, so all looking good. The bricks are now showing, so just need a bit more clay. Is that showing in here then? Clay is on a 0. No, we got an extra amount, so we're all good. So we should be able to keep going with the high rises, which is good. We are now into the next technician house as well if we want, which is pretty damn cool. I'm just trying to figure out how we want to build this. I think I'll just get 1 more in there so we've got a nice tick of spaces for them. Army and idle state. Okay, do we want to go for it again? I think we do. So hopefully we win this one this time and we can conquer Western Europe and actually set ourselves up a little base here, because you do get a bit of income of other stuff when you do it. It looks like we did kill them. And your units do get experience as well, which is great. So we are in. So I do believe we now have conquered Western Europe. So we have our first one here. So this is where you can get the region upgrades. This is where the plywood and bricks would come in handy. So you can kind of set up farming centers and stuff. One of the main things we'll be doing is this. So I'll be bumping out 5 garrisons in there. There's an upkeep to it, but we can afford it. So what we'll do is start that. And then we can get that going in as well. Before we get the upgrades, I might make this one. Does look like it would be good for farming, right? So we'll go with that as a farming state. We have 1,000 population in our city now, though, as well. So that's good. So, yeah, diplomatic-wise, we're looking good. I'm just going to keep, obviously, a close eye on all of this. But everything's looking good, apart from veggies now. Again, though, veggies, I haven't been upgrading these yet. So we can just hit all of them with a plus 20%. And honestly, we want a big surplus of these anyway. So we don't need to worry about it. There obviously is going to be perfection to how you do these, but I'm not balancing it that way anyway. I'm just making sure that we level it out in a good way, right? Now, there is a production I want to do momentarily, and that's going to be field guns. So I'm going to come into field guns and see what the production chain actually is. So it's a vehicles factory plus the smelter from steel. So we're going to go with our first vehicle factory. And I will be putting them over here. So this is obviously going to need some better people in. It's 80 on the plywood, which we'll get in a moment. I do want to get this guys in so you guys can see it as well. Depot's just in range, but I think I'll get another one over here as well. And I'm not sure if this is going to use all of our power, actually. That's 15, so we're fine. We'll have enough spare. Okay, vehicle factory in. Let's pause it up and just show right here. So that has everything it needs. So production queue, you do need to select. We can go infantry tank, or we can go field guns. Now, I'm going to go field guns here, and we are going to try... let me see. Then we go field guns, and then we keep an eye. This is obviously manufacturing. So I think local stock. How many do we want to build? That is the question. I think we try and get 50 field guns out, and then we can also get infantry tanks, but I'm not going to get them. I'm going to go into light tanks straight out of it, I think. Although recruitment-wise, we can get... I want to get this. It requires 40 field guns, so I think I'll go in there. But then we need to consider food rations and artillery shells, which we don't want to get out of hand. So I'll just start producing them before I get them out on the field. And then we'll make sure we've got food rations and shells. The main one, ammunition. What's the production chain for this? The cellulose factory, a smelter, which is making brass, which we are doing, and then a munitions factory. So we probably want to get a munitions factory as well. So munitions, so cellulose plus brass is ammunition. So we'll get that one next, and then food rations. So these are the types we're going to need. Oh no, we have a building on fire. Oh no, we don't have... I don't think that one. Can that reach? Nope. Can you deploy them? Just realised we should be upgrading some buildings to reduce workforce requirements as well. But yeah, we're going to need a fire station this way. Can we put that out? It doesn't seem to do it, so... Oh, no, they are going. Sorry, I'm just going to slow it down. We can watch the... It is like Anno. So the fire station is sending out a little truck to squirt water on it. Lovely. And then what I'm going to do... So we'll let that one go. I don't know. If it burns down, it burns down. I've just noticed that with our workers here, I probably do want to come in to the copper mine. Just increase this a little bit, but I actually want to reduce the workforce as well. Oh no. Another one over here, so we probably do want a fire station this way as well. He is coming. Slowly but surely. I think I can make this a lot quicker by putting this through here though, couldn't I? That one's probably going to burn down, which is a substation. Yeah, there's 2 per, so is fire spreading? Oh no, the forest is on fire. Yeah, we definitely need another one then. Oh, you managed to put that one out. That's good news. Good news. Go on, you can do it. Yeah, I'm going to put one over here. I'm going to get one over here on our main thingy. There we go. Get another one out. We are good. They're pretty much done there. They're just putting them out now. So hopefully that doesn't spread anymore. I'm just noticing the manufacturers here. So anywhere where there's manufacturers, I do want to probably come in and try and get this one. Workforce needed. So we need military 5 though. I think the bricks one, we could probably do it in here. Is that utilities 4? Okay. So in the meantime, we just need to get some more of those manufacturers' houses in. Well, that's okay. I can chuck a few in, and then we can work on production afterwards. So just slowly building around this one. I will see what else we want to do for that. It does automatically repair, it looks like. And it looks like they have managed to put them out just before that one burnt down. With a steady supply of new materials, our builders and engineers can rejoice at the opportunity to build even greater things. The future is looking bright, Governor. That's always good news. Okay. Build region upgrade mining site in Central Europe. 150 plywood. Oh, well, that's good. Okay. Do want to probably save that one up then. There we go. We've got our artilleries in stock now. Look at this. We got our field guns. Ah, legendary. So just getting in a bit more power here. It is quite fun, actually. I'm enjoying it. It's pretty hectic. It's pretty chaos, but it's good. I do need to save up a bit more as well. But we're back in the surplus of workers as well. Let's just check in on happiness. Okay, we're in a state where they are pretty happy now. And money's flying right now. Looks like the only one we need to sort is newspapers right now. Obviously, we're setting up ammunition. But yeah, newspapers is probably more important. Can I upgrade my newspaper printing press any further? I don't think so. I can upgrade this one though. So let's get that going. So fully upgrade the output of those ones. And then over here, we're going to come back in to my munitions factory. Okay, munitions factory is in. We do have a low population now, though. We do have some immigration coming in. We come into housing for our... Oh, yeah, this is really good, actually. This can help quite a bit. You can see the upgrades on each building. There's a lot of depth to this game, guys. A hell of a lot of depth. Like, it's crazy. You can look at the happiness in each one, but the main one is going to be these guys down here. So manufacturer's house. We've got to make sure there's some space in there. I think we just got to straight build another one, which is absolutely fine. I'm going to put it here so we've got room for the security and stuff. Don't know if we need another one just to cover us as well. So it's 20 planks though. And then we do want to save the planks up. I'm thinking about getting even more in, if I'm honest. I did pause one, didn't I? Let's turn that one back on. We've got the labourers to keep these going. Let's get those upgrades done when we can as well. Oh, I think I have to physically repair them by the looks of it. Or it does it if I click that one. Yeah, it does. Okay, just click the top. And it will repair it. There we go. We'll get that done then. Alright, let's get this one upgraded. Workforce is fine. The main one we'll upgrade for workforce is going to be the manufacturers. But yeah, we want the plywood to keep pumping out. I'm going to hit one more here. And I am going to get another road through. So just going to be a bit cheeky and just bring it. I'll probably go up here actually. Just so I can get more. Let's do that. And then I'll probably connect these guys in. So if I need to, I can get one more in here. Depots are close enough. You're fine. Let's get you upgraded. So even more plywood. Good. So I should be able to build this mining site in Central Europe just to boost all of that. Let's get a quick look at this stuff now, though. So we're no longer bottom because we took over one place. Good stuff. Diplomacy is looking good. We are way behind on actual technology, though. It's pretty nuts. Look at this. We can get some trees in. Okay, I'm doing it. Costs money. Get some pine trees in there. So it's the same as Anna. You just drag it. And you're... Yeah, that's nice. I like that. All right, bricks are looking good then. We have probably now the ability to create our... field guns where possible. How many do we have? 24. We also have loads out here. Honestly, you can see these guys have defenses. Look at that. So you don't want to mess with the guns too much. I wonder if can you yeah, reinforce. Let's get the reinforce on all of these so we can re-heal them. Then I'm also going to deploy my other squad over here so we've got them in. We obviously have 5 guns here, so no one can really hit us. We're going to need the field guns and stuff to sort all this out. So before we even attempt to take out any of these further ones, we are going to need that. But yeah, that's fine. The main thing is going to be pure productivity. Hopefully, munitions should be pumping out now. So we'll be making a whole load of ammo, which is always nice, isn't it? So I'm just looking for anything that is in a minus. We're buying ale in anyway, so that isn't a problem. Ammunition now is in a surplus. Brass, bread, bricks, good. I'm just looking down. Anything that's a minus is what I'll look for. So gramophones, we're going to need to look towards the happiness items for these guys. So not only have you got to balance the fighting need, but also the other stuff. So it's always interesting. Everything looks pretty good though. Yeah, pretty deep. It's very good. So what I'm going to do is probably take it that one step further. Obviously it wants us to do that. I don't know whether I just wait, get that mining site in, or I just keep bumping up everything I have. So... it's never a bad thing, right? We can actually pump oil, though, soon. Well, now, to be fair. I'm just looking at all this. So fish plus vegetables makes fish soup. We also have... yeah, that's probably something we want to grab. New region discovered. New Zealand. Again, we can buy in what we want as well if we want to do that. I'm just going to save up the actual for the mining site, like I said, though. Right, how's the battalion looking now? They're reinforced. We're deploying you. I'm going to also... keep going with these guys. Once I hit that 40, I'll get the field guns deployed as well. Looks like Eastern Europe over here might not be a bad shout. All right, just spend a bit more time looking over resources as well. To be honest, everything's looking good. I am going to be able to start making the better items for our guys here. As I say, though, we can go build the mining site over here. So we're going to get that one in. So 6 days construction that takes, but we'll get mining in there. Hopefully it'll tell us then what sort of resources we'll get in. My guess is going to be the raw resources basically is going to increase, which is really good. Just having a look at what else we can do here. Reduces cooldown of incoming armies as they travel through the region faster. Additionally speeds up the transport of resources. Manufacturing. Propaganda. Increases immigration. No. Farming. That's pretty good. I think I might also get that upgrade. So main building. So I'm going to do it in a way that like I forward push things, you know. So let's have a look at our Western Europe one here. We get +3 fish, +8 lead, +6 steel, +10 living. So ideally then, the upkeep, is that completed? Just looking at artillery in here. As you can see, infantry is just better because it's urban. If we go rural, infantry and tanks, that's how we kind of do it. So artillery down this way would be beneficial if we come at this one. Same with, we'd be okay with that one. So we wouldn't want artillery with these guys over here. I think these guys replenishing at the moment, though. We're fine. Deploying as well. I think one of the main ones I want to do as well is just continue get some good upgrades through here, but we can't do that until the upgrades happen. So we're okay with these guys. What I'd like to do... Well, firstly, food-wise for manufacturers are okay. Let's just check these guys. Luxuries are good, so health. We need a clinic and elementary school. We do actually have the elementary school now, and it makes a lot of sense to get this bad boy over here. That is 90 plywood, though. Just trying to figure out how we'd play this. I think we have a separating bit of trees through here, and we have the manufacturers pushing that way. I do kind of want it... You can see the circle here, so we want to be probably hitting it over here. Although it doesn't quite hit that one house, so we want to, yeah, maybe here then. I'm going to get that one in now. We're going to take a quick look at that. Sorry about the little bit lag spikes there. Little elementary school right there. Very cool. You can actually improve this too. So you can change the workforce. Effective range. Ah, very nice. Hey, that's great. So you can upgrade the ranges. Interesting. How are you doing? Almost there. No, it's going to take a while for that to be built. That's really good, though. Just keeping an eye here. So if we continue to go through our production chains, then we're going to want to go a little bit further, aren't we? There is a trade port as well. That might be pretty cool. So just looking, these are engineers in here. So ideally, we want to reduce the workforce needed. We could do the output. I'm not going to do that. But although it is good, you get the most out of your resources by doing that upgrade, it feels like. It feels like a kind of no-brainer. Could also obviously do running costs, but at the moment we're absolutely fine. What I am doing is going through just getting my fire stations and stuff placed around. So I'm just going to place one in the middle here. We're okay with all that, just to keep the fire risk a little bit lower, which has reduced, and then we're able to do that as well. Completely extract a natural resource. Resource deposit depleted. Oh no. Oh, okay. So water, it's kind of awkward. Water does, in fact, run out from these deposits. I'm sure we'll find better ways. Water purification. Any natural water source. Okay, so we just need to get utilities 8. So until we get to utilities 8, we'll be working with these ones. So I'll go with the guys that are the other side or this side of the river. So I should be just fine with that one. As long as I connect this in, we're all good. There we go, back into lows. Yeah, look at that. We get coal power plant for electricity as well. We can go diesel. Yeah, it'd be cool. But I don't want to use my coal yet because I'm not sure if the mines deplete. There isn't any kind of say. Is that the amount of coal that's in there? 13.8k. I think it is. Yeah, 12.9k. Okay, so they do deplete as well. So actually be careful with that, guys. Right, I'm partly tempted to start a bit of gramophones or radios. I might go radios. So we have lumber being produced just fine. We've got copper. So appliances factory would be our next one. So appliance factory, where do we want to put these? This requires electricity. I think, do you have our substation over here? Do I want to put it here? Or do I keep going over it? That's military kind of, isn't it? And then we've got like our... Yeah, I think over here still makes a lot of sense. Let's go here. Obviously, all this can be tidied up. We're in range of everything there. If I go there, we'll just need to get a bit of power. I'm going to stick to the windmills for a bit longer. I'll get 2 more in. And then in here, what does this need then? So it needs a bit of copper, water. Do we have a water tower here? We don't. So we're going to need... And it looks like we've got a nice little space for it there. Hitting a bit of lag. I feel like there's a memory leak of some kind. So I need to check. There we go. So that should have everything it needs. And actually, it's not those we want to produce. It's actually radios, which... No, it's not radios then. It's because that requires rubber. So gramophones will be the first one we make. So if I come in then, just double check that all of these are producing well. We've got good plywood. I can get a couple more upgrades on some of these clearly. Probably worth getting the running costs in as well in some of these when we can afford them. This one right here is the lumber. We've got plenty in. Going to reduce the running costs of this as well with a bit of this plywood. Maybe the workforce needed. Cool. So all of that will help us with this stuff here. So availability of 1.3k here. Enemy army could be near. I'm just going through our alerts here. I think we're all good. So all things good. The mining site still going to take a little while. That's absolutely fine. I'm just looking at maybe getting in. Well, immigration. The farming one seems like the one for me here. So we can boost food and production in this zone. Although it does feel like we should go pure, maybe the factory. We just need more plywood to be able to do that. And I think what we'll do is get a bit more diplomacy on the go as well. Just keeping an eye on these guys. So I'm going to come in to you and we are going to get, well, probably more of a science deal on the go here. So transport's all good here. Actually going to increase this quite substantially. And I'm going to do a bit of a big trade on this one. And I'm going to look through at what's pretty low here. And honestly, civics, we're going to need that. Military is going up. I think morale. So I'm going to bump... Not you. I don't want to give away morale, sorry. I want to take morale. There we go. We'll sign that deal. So we're getting a bit more morale over here. So that'll get us a nice little boost on that one as well. So what this does, if you're wondering, it just increases these guys. So at level 2 here, we can start the ale, is what I'm thinking for morale. So I can get the brewery on the go. And obviously transport, we're so far in, it doesn't matter too much right now. I think that's all good. There's tunnels we can put through the mountains there. The other side is military, which level is it? So we get the light tanks over at level 6, which will take forever. We get the blimps, the bombs, the recon plane. At level 3, we get the corvette, which is for the shipyards. We get the naval base and the shipyard there, which is pretty good. And then civics, what do we unlock here? So that's the clinic there, and there's the police station. Probably want to get civics up a little bit as well. All these are going pretty okay at the moment. So we're all good. A lot of it just comes from us just constantly building as well. Lovely to see the gramophones, though, in as well. So all of this is going to improve happiness. We're on 70 now with these guys. That's really good. So let's take a look here. So all of their needs met in the food. So we've got the ale, we've got the newspapers, we've got the clothes. Gramophones will be coming in. We just got to wait for them to stock these guys up with gramophones. And then it's just radios. And then in terms of this, we just need the clinic and education. Safety is a police station and a high school as well. These guys will have everything they need once that goes up. So it'll just be health. And then these guys will be 100% as well. So all is good. Guys, that's going to be where I end this one out. We're really far in now. Well, I say really far in. We're pumping it, but we're slow but surely going out of our way as well. I'll probably tidy this up, but I really appreciate you being here. Hit the thumbs up, guys. Subscribe if you aren't already. Obviously, keep the tips coming as well if you're playing along yourself. As always, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you in the next one.